Hello. And
Hello,
welcome
hello.
to the Couchsurfing podcast with your host Tim. Yay! And
Yay.
today's guest is my dear old friend Natalia from Poland. Hello.
Hello, everyone.
How are you? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's just jump straight into it. You're from Poland, and you're
Yes.
in Norway now. How long have you been here?
It's going to be 2 years in August with 2 months breaks. Yeah. I was
Okay.
away for the summer. Yes.
And what did you do then? Where did you go?
In the summer.
Yeah. Those
Yes.
2 months you were away.
Yes. I was traveling around the United States.
Yeah.
Yes. And I stayed in Poland for a bit.
Okay. So, what are you doing in Norway?
I'm living my dream life on an au pair.
Au pair?
Yes.
Oh, so that's your dream life.
Yes.
That's really cool.
It was supposed to be.
Yeah.
But,
Didn't turn out that way, or what do you mean?
well, it's okay. Well, actually, I extended my year as an au pair, so I guess it's not that bad.
No?
Yes. This
Okay.
is my second year of being an au pair.
Okay, but so from the beginning, how long were you due to do this? Au pairing, like, did you sign up for a year or two? Or
Yes,
what's the contract?
that was the plan.
Which one? A year?
A year, exactly. I wanted to take a 1 year break from my life, so I decided to come to Norway as an au pair, because I thought it would be just easy. It's 30 hours a week, so that's not much, and you just spend time with a kid, and you're kind of a part of family, which is supposed to introduce you to Norwegian culture, blah blah blah. So
Yeah.
I thought it would be this way, but my host family, is half Russian, half Norwegian, so it has nothing to do with Norwegian culture. We don't even
Okay.
speak Norwegian.
Okay, so do you feel like you're missing out a little bit? Like it's not what you were expected?
Yes, actually, yes and no. At the beginning, I was a bit disappointed because my whole idea was to move to a country where English is on a good level, but I didn't want it to be England or Ireland. I wanted this country to have their own language, where also English is spoken on a good level, so that would help me a bit. And I wanted to learn another language, but as a level of English is really high here in Norway, and as I mentioned, my host family speaks only English, then I have no opportunities to speak Norwegian.
But you didn't know that from before at all? Like, were you
No.
surprised or?
No, yes. Well, at the beginning I was happy because I said, okay, this is actually much easier to get introduced to everything, and I have to struggle with a lack of Norwegian, blah blah blah. So it was helpful, but then I realized that it's not at all, because I cannot practice Norwegian.
Okay. So now after a while you feel like you're missing out.
Yes.
But I just want to know, like, when you apply, like, did I lie about it? Like, did they write like, hey, we are half Norwegian family, you can learn Norwegian, like, did you think that?
No, I thought it was so obvious that I didn't even ask them about
okay.
English or Norwegian or something, and they paid me for Norwegian classes, so that was fair enough. But the money was just enough for maybe 2 courses. That's it.
Wait, 2 classes or 2 courses?
2 courses, yes.
2 courses.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's not enough, and you know how language courses are. They're not really efficient, so.
I don't really know. I've only
You're
taken.
self-learner.
No, I've taken an Italian course. And that worked out pretty good for me, because the woman I had, she was really, really strict and disciplined. She was a bit crazy. So I did one course for like 6 months, and then she convinced me to do the next one. But then she just lost it. She was a bit weird, and my classmates were also sick of her. But by the end, because she was so arrogant and so disciplined and old-fashioned.
Okay.
First, she was funny, but she was, really, really, could be really rude and really mean, and then in the end she was like, yeah, so we have like 1 month left now, and in Italy we give each other presents, so I expect all of you, to give me a gift for thanks and blah blah, and a lot of us just dropped out. We're like, we can't do this. This is just not cool. And she was like, yell when you didn't know stuff.
Yeah. But was it in Italy or?
No, it was in Sweden.
Okay, but she was Italian.
Yeah, she's really.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well.
So I don't know anything about language courses, but it seems to be like your experience is you don't learn stuff.
No, because there were about 10 people in the group, and most of the people usually have problems with grammar. And I don't. I can explain it to myself. I just see a sentence and I can easily explain myself the rules and everything. So, and most of the people don't understand that. So they wanted to focus on grammar, rules and stuff. And I wanted to practice conversation. And I was the only one. So of course I had to adjust to the others. And they really didn't help me.
Okay, so you felt sort of like they were slowing you down.
Yes. That's actually
and that's
true.
when you lost interest.
Yes, and then I realized that I should actually sign up for conversation, like private conversation, and I think that will help. But now, Norwegian classes are expensive, and private lessons of even more. And as an au pair, I don't make much money, so I'm just waiting for better times.
Yeah,
when I marry my dream millionaire.
Yeah. Do you want him to be Norwegian then?
Well, Norwegian seems to have money, so yeah. As long as he has money, I don't mind.
That's a good answer, or at least an honest answer.
Yeah.
We can debate if it's good or not. But how do you feel like with Norwegian? Have you learned anything, or do you can you understand conversations, like what they're talking about, or?
Well, the thing is that I don't have much contact with Norwegian. I don't have many Norwegian friends here. So I don't know, basically. When I was taking the classes, I saw the progress, but now I hasn't done anything with Norwegian for about 5 months, so I know it's much worse than it was.
Yeah, but when you think about yourself, like, or if you
I'm disappointed.
Family back home ask you, like, where are your language skills? Like, do you understand anything?
A bit.
Yeah.
The basic conversation, yes.
Okay, so you still understand what people will be talking about if they ask you something or something?
Yes, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. The basic conversation, yes.
All right, that's good. So, what are your future plans now? How long will you be doing this? Because this is your second year. Like, you extended the first one to the second. And
that's
how
correct.
much, when will this second year run out? Is it in this autumn?
Yes, well, my contract is terminating in August. But I'm staying with the family until mid of June. And they going away for vacation. It's going to be about a month, and I need to be in Poland for a month because I have my exams. And
because you're actually studying too.
Yes, I live in Norway and I study in Poland. Yeah.
Yeah, but how does that work? Like, how often do you have to go back?
I have classes only at the weekends, twice a month. Yes, so I travel to Poland twice a month.
Yeah, but you have this 30-hour contract with, when you're an au pair for the kid, but that's never weekends at all.
No, I'm always off at the weekends, and I can easily do 30 hours from Monday to Thursday, and the weekend that I don't need to go to Poland, then I can work just Monday to Friday, and it's really it's really easy to complete this 30 hours, even Monday to Thursday.
Yeah, but I mean, do you yourself set the hours, or I thought the family, like,
no.
when they need you, then you work? Or?
I have a quite fixed schedule, which is 2 hours in the morning and about 4 or 5 hours in the evening. Yes, because from 9 till klokka 15, the girl is at school. So
9. Sorry, is
9 to 3. Yes.
9 to 3. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I pick her up and we do some stuff until like 7 or 8.
Yeah. And this girl, she doesn't speak Norwegian either.
She does, but she refuses. She said that she doesn't like Norwegian. Yeah. Even though she's 50% Norwegian, her dad is Norwegian and we live in Norway, but she doesn't want to.
But in school, like, is it not a Norwegian school, so she has to talk Norwegian instead of an English school?
She goes to international school, yes.
So it's only education in English?
Yes, she has Norwegian classes. It's really easy for her to do homework and everything. She is really good in reading. She understands a lot, and she speaks Norwegian, but she doesn't want to talk. I try to talk to her in Norwegian, but she always responds in English.
Okay, but does she have any friends that she speaks Norwegian with, or does she only speak English?
She just speaks English. Well, she has very few Norwegian friends. Then, when none of the adults are around them, then she speaks Norwegian with the kids.
Okay, yeah, because it sounds a bit weird. How old is she now again?
7.
7. Yeah, so it still sounds a bit weird to grow up in a country and you only speak English and like you refuse to speak the native tongue.
Yes, but she's surrounded with English everywhere, home, school, and even when she takes some classes like piano, capoeira, or golf class. Oh, actually no, she does golf, and this is a Norwegian golf club. So then they speak English, but actually Norwegian, but her golf teacher is British, so
okay.
She really takes advantage of that, and she speaks English to him.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So what will happen when you run out of these 2 years? Well, will you live in Poland full time then and study?
Oh yes, as I mentioned, in middle of June I'm finishing with the family, so I want to move into Oslo because I'm living in Sandvika now, and then I want to find a summer job here, and in October I'll move back to Poland. It's basically just because of my studies.
I see, but right now you only have classes like every other weekend.
Yes.
But is this going to be more when you move back to Poland, or what else are you going to do with the time, like in Poland?
Yes. No, it's going to be pretty much the same, so twice a month. But the thing why I want to move back to Poland is because my university organizes a lot of happenings, courses, conferences during the week, and I'm missing out all of these things. And it's quite interesting, and I really enjoy what I'm studying, and I really want to take part in everything what is happening at my university.
Okay, so basically you're not going to have any more classes. You just want the life of a student.
It's not going to be really a student life, but I just want to attend in all these events at my university, which are happening Monday to Friday.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't want to work. That's why I'm looking for a summer job in Oslo, because if I save up some money from a summer job in Norway, then I can easily live half a year without a job in Poland.
Yeah, but you think you're going to get bored just by doing nothing?
No, I'm actually really frustrated that I don't have more time for reading my stuff for the university. And I really don't like it that I have to split my time between my duties, my upper duties here, and my university, my studies.
I see. So, how long will you be studying?
I have 2 more years to go.
2 more years?
Yes.
And what are you studying?
Psychology.
Psychology?
Yes, I'm going to be a shrink.
Seriously, is that your goal?
Yes.
That's so cool, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Now you know.
Wow, that's really cool. So, when you're finished, do you want to stay in Poland and work as a psychiatrist there?
I don't know. My plan is to go back to Poland, focus on studies, and I already have lots of plans about this psychology thing. Plus, while I'm in Poland, I want to take Norwegian classes because I want to carry on with Norwegian, which will give me more opportunities in Poland or in Norway or anywhere. and now I sign up for business psychology, but I'm interested also in clinic psychology. Well, basically not because it's clinic psychology is like very general, but I would really like to work with people who have problem with their relationships. I would like to be what do you call it in English, sexologist.
Something like that.
Yes, like the psychologist who specializes in relationships and sexual relationships or whatever. I would really like to do that.
It sounds really interesting. But where would you like to be based? Like?
I don't know. I mean, I'm open to anything. If it's Zimbabwe, I can move into Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe? How interesting. Please tell me more.
Well, I've never been there. I just came to my mind, so I just wanted to express how open I am.
Yeah, but you know what they say, like, what goes through your heart comes out of your mouth. So you must have thought about Zimbabwe.
Yeah, well, I seriously don't know why I thought about that.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So I'll be visiting you in Zimbabwe then.
Then yes.
That's really cool.
I will have my really cool wooden house there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They only have a wooden house, no concrete.
I don't think so. Even if they do, then I wouldn't like to have it. No.
No, you should build it yourself with sticks.
Yeah, I may do that actually.
Sounds amazing. No, but seriously, like with this education, or working as a psychiatrist as a profession, you could be based anywhere in the world, or because you be working in English.
Well, the thing is that what I realized so far, I started studying in October last year. So what I've realized so far is that language is a key thing in this profession. Even when I speak Polish, I really need to speak beautiful Polish. I've always actually paid a lot of attention to language, and I think my Polish is quite nice, and I like it.
Me too. I think your Polish is very nice.
Thank you, Tim. And then if I want to work with customers, clients, companies, or people generally in English, then I have to polish my English. And then, of course, if it comes to Norwegian, that's a long way.
Okay, but maybe you want to do that as well in Norwegian.
Yes, absolutely. That's why that's my plan. When I move back to Poland, I want to focus on my studies and I want to carry on with Norwegian. We have actually more and more Norwegian people in Poland, so that would be nice to take some classes with native speakers, or we have lots of Norwegian classes. Yes, I hope it will help.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. I was just in Poland and in Krakow visiting a friend.
Beautiful city.
Yeah, and my friend works there, but we hung out because his girlfriend has a lot of friends that are also studying, so we hung out one evening with some Norwegians, and it seems to be, like you say, a lot of Norwegian students.
Yes, true.
Probably other students too, but so that's a good way.
Yes.
You get to know people, but also you can do this, do you know, like languages cafes?
Yes, that's really nice, and there is one in Norway, in Oslo, but I can never attend it because of the time. I usually work when they meet. So, but I believe when I'm off from this opera thing, then I will attend the meetings, this cafe languages, and I think it's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, but I mean, you can do it in Poland too, like talk Norwegian.
I could actually start this thing in Wrocław, yes.
Yeah, I've never been to one.
Oh, that's a good idea, Tim.
But I heard, like, you just, sit down and you just talk for 2-3 hours in that language you want to learn, and you just make conversation.
But I think that, well, I don't know how it is, but that's what I'm afraid of, that everyone ends up speaking English during these meetings.
No, but when you're in a language cafe, it's like, it's not forbidden, but you just don't do it. Everyone tries their best, and everyone is really patient, and you just, so you're not going to end up talking English.
Yes. Well, actually, that's why people go there, to practice other languages, right? Yeah. Besides English, so I hope so. Yeah. But that's a good idea. I can start it in English. Thanks for the advice. You want me to pay you for the advice, as my kid will charge me?
No, now you have to tell the story, because otherwise no one will understand.
Yeah. My 7 years old girl, the one I take care of, I think it was yesterday, she advised me something and I complimented her on that. So I said, oh, thank you, Maya, that's a really nice advice, I should think about it. So she was thinking for about 4 or 5 minutes, and then she said, okay, if it was a nice advice, then maybe you should pay me for that.
That's so gangster.
Right.
That's so gangster. Do you think she's been watching like Mob?
Well, she's been watching Family Guy, so
Family Guy.
Far, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
That would probably make you a bit, sarcastic.
She is. She's 7 years old, and she's so sarcastic. But I think she catches that from me. Yeah, her dad even noticed that, and he's been like, Natalia, what have you done to her?
That's really funny, because I heard like kids don't learn how to be sarcastic until a certain age. Like, they don't know. That's why a lot of times kids can get offended or be a bit sad or like feel left out, because they just don't understand sarcasm until they're like this age. So if you're like joking with a 4 or 5 year old, blah blah blah, and they would just not get it.
Yes, that's true.
Because they think everything you're saying, you mean it. So.
Yes, I agree. I've observed that already. So
that's really cool. I mean, doing this, like you say, she's 7 and she already knows about sarcasm. I think it's a good thing. I think it evolves your mind.
Oh yes.
And your intellect.
Yes.
I mean, it could obviously get you into trouble in school and stuff if you
yes, I agree.
sarcastic and make fun of your friends and they don't
true.
get it. But it's still, I think it's a good way to expand your mind and looking at things at a different perspective.
Yes, and she keeps distance to some things. I remember when I met her, she was upset about many things. She got nervous quickly, or frustrated. And now she was crying about every single detail. And now she just keeps the distance, and it's so cool. She even laughs at herself, which was almost impossible 1 year ago.
That's great. I do that all the time because I'm so
But
funny.
can you imagine kids, like they are usually so serious about themselves, and when you take a lollipop from them, they just cry.
Yeah.
And she just laughs at herself. She talks to herself. Her name is Maya, and whenever she does something wrong or makes a mistake, she's like, "Oh Maya, come on, what you're doing?" And she talks to herself like that.
That's really smart. I do that too. I talk to myself all the time.
Yeah.
And I think I'm funny, and I laugh at myself. So.
Oh, that's cool. You should work with children then. Then it would catch a lot from you, like a lot of good things.
The thing is, so I could sort of probably do that, but actually I would probably get too deep, because I want kids to like really learn stuff and like study stuff and look to things in different perspective. And make them smart, and like do exercise so you expand your mind. And the thing is, all kids are not ready for that, so they might, it might be just too much, because I would probably want too much working with kids. I would be like, you need to learn how to play chess, you need to learn how to learn about logic thinking and blah blah blah. So I'm just afraid I will take it too far, because I'm so eager to teach people.
But that's how it should be, actually. That's an excellent attitude, because I think that with kids it's never too much. They have enough energy for everything, yes. And actually it should be like that, because the more you stimulate kids' brain, the better they are with everything. So we have these neurons in our brain, so if you don't stimulate them, they die. I mean, they die every day. But
really?
the more of them are stimulated, the more of them are staying alive. So with the children, it's so important to encourage them to do, sport, play piano, draw, talk, learn about logic, as you said, or play chess, because then their brains work, and the neurons don't die.
Yeah, maybe you're right, and maybe I should work with kids.
Yeah.
Or maybe I should just do this podcast with kids instead.
Oh, that would be amazing. Can you imagine the answers? Oh, you should totally do that with my Maya.
Yeah, I mean, with kids it's like, well, when it's a smart kid that can think for himself, I'm really impressed.
Yes.
But when
Yes.
it's a kid that can't do that, I'm just get like, I can't
That's
do
true.
it.
Some children are really slow, and I'm really happy that I take care of Maya. She's
Yeah.
because she's really smart, intelligent, and I think she's very mature for her age. So that's why I enjoy being with her, because whenever we talk or discuss anything, I'm just impressed, like day by day, with her. I really enjoy being with her.
All right. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, you should be lucky you have a smart kid, because
Oh yes,
imagine if you had not a dumb kid, but a kid that's a
exactly.
bit.
Slows me down.
Yeah, but I mean, it's obviously up to the parents a lot
That's
of
true.
it, but yeah.
But yes, as we were talking about this stimulation, she really does a lot. She plays chess. She even plays golf. She does capoeira. She does craft. She goes to craft club. She does ballet. She goes to school theater. She's really good in math, in history. Like yesterday, we were talking about World War II and the 100-year war. And she's really interested in the universe. And sometimes, like the conclusion she comes up, I'm just stunned, seriously. So
Yeah, no, but I hear what you're saying, and it's good she does a lot of things, but
yes,
I'm just scared of that a kid won't burn out, but just the theory I have is if you get too much info and too much to think about, you get depressed.
okay.
Like if you have too much visions and things and blah blah blah, and you can get depressed. But maybe it's just adults. But it just feels like you shouldn't
Exactly.
push a kid too far, because
Yes.
you will just get sad.
I don't think so. I think it opens their horizons, and the more they do, the more open they are, the more things they want to do. And I think with adults, it is exactly as you said. But the difference is that children, they don't have any responsibilities, right? Like this serious
That's
life.
true.
They just enjoy every single minute. They don't worry, okay, am I going to have anything for dinner tonight, or have I paid my bills or something? No, they just enjoy every single minute, and they're provided with everything by parents. So that's the difference. They are really relaxed.
Yeah,
So.
because they're relieved of responsibility.
Exactly. So,
Oh,
and we
yeah,
like
maybe you're right.
we would some of people, they would love to do this and that, and they have loads of ideas, but the problem is time, because you cannot just spend your whole day on your passions, hobbies. You need to go to work, pay bills, eat, and when you have family, you have to take care of them. So that takes some time.
Yeah, of
Yes.
course.
So you have to sacrifice yourself, and you have to choose. Okay, either I play golf or take my son for a walk, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can do. What I do now is I work a normal full-time job, and I do all my projects aside. And like you say, it's really hard. You need to you can't do it all at once. You just need to focus or the best thing is to focus at one thing at a time.
Yes.
And whatever you want to do, you can do it. Doesn't matter which profession you want to do. You just gotta figure out a way, and
Yes.
take the chance. And obviously you have to sacrifice stuff. If you want to start your own business or something like that, you gotta sacrifice like a year or two of your life, like almost not meeting any friends and meeting any people, just working and putting
Yes.
money and time into that business. But I'm just saying, everything is possible. You just need to sacrifice.
Yes, that's true. Yeah. No one said it would be easy.
No, but have you ever thought about that, like opening your own business, or
Oh yes, a
after
lot.
you finished?
I have like millions of ideas already.
Yeah, but with this psychiatrist thing.
Now, yes, this is because I started study last October, so it's quite new. But the more I study, the more ideas I get. So before, my ideas were related mostly with just restaurant businesses or cafe businesses. But now I'm having more ideas connected with psychology.
Yeah, that would make sense too. You can always have other ideas, but if you're studying for something, you might as well think about it. Some things you study is harder than other to accomplish, but
yes, And that's why I chose business psychology. At my university, you can choose between clinic psychology and business psychology. So
what's
I chose
the difference?
Clinic psychology. What they say at my university, clinic psychology is you choose it when you want to help people, and if you want to make money, then you go for business psychology.
Okay.
That's what one of my professors says. But the thing is that. With clinic psychology, you focus on this therapy. You're actually becoming a therapist for people. So you help people with addictions, with problems, traumas, with aggression and everything. And business psychology is connected with, well, of course, business, but for example, human resources or public relations, even agency, recruiting and stuff like that. So, and also setting up your own business.
Yeah, okay, cool. But we've been talking about the States a lot before. You don't want to go back there and start a business or something? You don't want to live there?
No, I was living in New York for a year, and then I kept on flying there every summer for about 3-4 months. I was working there a bit, and I was also an au pair in New York. But the thing for me is that I need a visa to be there, and it's not that easy. I have travel visa, which doesn't entitle me to work in United States. I would have to have a contract first, and then apply for working visa, and that's a long process, and it's not that easy because United States, the rate of unemployment is getting higher. So Americans, they don't have a job, so no one would give me a contract unless I'm a really good scientist or psychologist or something that like if I work in any profession they would be really interested in, then they could offer me a contract, but otherwise it never happens.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, so it's not that easy, and of course I don't want to stay there in an illegal way or just struggle with papers and documents.
No, but you did stay for 1 year, like, and were working illegal, sort of.
Well, I was an au pair, so that was completely legal. And then when I was spending all the summers there, it was totally illegal. I was making money under the table. I was a criminal, yes.
No, but you were working in restaurants then?
Yes, but no one in the restaurant besides the owner and the manager works there legally. So, yeah, I wasn't feeling so sorry about that.
Really? Is that common?
Yes, absolutely. And most of the people working in the restaurant are from South American countries or Eastern European countries.
Yeah.
And maybe, of course, like maybe 2 or 3 waiters are employed because it would look weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
In the documents, if there is only a manager, of course, like chef in the kitchen is employed, but most of the waiters and waitresses are work illegal there. So.
But how can they pull that off? I mean, do they never have checkups and audits?
The police comes to the restaurant and they all know, but no one checks that.
Okay.
Otherwise, all the restaurants, businesses would just shut down.
Yeah, I understand.
Yes.
But so you went back to the States. Was it last summer for 2 months or a month? Or
yes.
How long did you go?
That was last summer. And it was different because this time I was just traveling. I wasn't working. My friends and I were traveling for about a month and a half.
Yeah, where did you start?
We started in New York. I was there first. Then my friend joined me. She was an au pair in Colorado that time. And then she flew to New York. And then after a couple of days, her brother joined us. He flew from Poland. Then we stayed in New York for about a week. And then we went to Washington, D.C., and we stayed there for about 4 days, I guess. Then we flew to California, to LA. We stayed in LA for 3 days, and then we rented a car, and then we did a road trip all over California. We also drove to Las Vegas, Grand Canyon, and go back to California. I drove up to the north to San Francisco, and then took a plane to Colorado. And then from Colorado, we got back to New York, and from New York...
Okay, but just wait. So you rented a car, you didn't buy a car?
No, we rented a car.
You rented a car in LA. And then
yes.
you drove in Nevada to Las Vegas.
Yes.
And then you went up to San Francisco.
Yes.
But you didn't go south. You didn't go to San Diego. Or?
We did. We landed in LA, and then when we picked up the car, we drove to San Diego, and then we drove back to the north, but to Vegas.
Okay.
We stayed there. Then we drove to Grand Canyon. Then we drove through Sequoia National Park.
Yeah.
And then we got back to the coast, and then we drove along the coast to San Francisco.
San Francisco, and
yes.
Did you return the car there?
Yes, we dropped the car off in actually in Oakland. Yes.
Okay, but so how much time did you spend in California total?
Oh, I think it was a week and a half.
Yeah.
Yes, something around that.
But so you didn't stay like in LA at all? You were just driving around, or did you have a few days in LA too?
3 days, yes.
3 days. What did you do?
We just we went to the beach. We went. The nicest one was Malibu Beach.
Yeah.
We saw Beverly Hills, Hollywood Hill. But I didn't like it. I mean, it was nice to see it. It was really nice, and I wish we could go to the Universal Studio and...
Universal Studios, yeah, that's really cool.
But we didn't go there. So, have you been there?
Next time, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's next to Disneyland. It's
okay.
perfect. You buy like a double entrance tickets to both Disneyland and Universal Studios.
Okay.
And then you pretend you're only there for Universal Studios, but Disneyland is actually amazing.
Oh wow!
All the rides and stuff.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. You can do it all in one day if you want.
Yeah. Yes. But we didn't do that. I don't really remember much from LA. Just Beverly Hills, Hollywood Hill, and Malibu Beach. That's it. Actually, that was the only time when we lie down and sunbath. So yes, and then the rest was just driving and yes.
But in San Francisco, I've never been there.
Oh, amazing! That's my favorite city right after New York.
It is?
Yes.
So how long were you there for?
4 days.
4 days?
Yes.
That's good. Did you go around a lot?
Yes, we did. We visited everything. And
Alcatraz?
Yeah. No, we didn't. We saw it from the... what was the hill? I forgot the name of the hill.
Okay.
That's the highest point in San Francisco. So we could see Alcatraz, but we didn't go there.
Okay, but you got some nice pictures at least.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
So after you returned the car in San Francisco, where did you go? What did you do?
Then we took a flight to Colorado. We flew through Las Vegas, and then it was funny because at the airport in Vegas they have this what do you call it? There's gambling machines.
Yeah, slot machines.
Yes, so we had like 20 minutes to switch the plane, and then of course I got excited and I played and I won like a couple of dollars, and then I lost everything.
That's cool. You have to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then we spent a week, something around a week in Colorado, in Boulder. It's close to Denver.
Yeah. How was the weather in Colorado?
Oh, beautiful. Yes, it was just
cold.
Perfect.
Was it cold?
No,
Summer.
It was summer, and in winter, yes, it's really cold and loaded with snow, but summer was beautiful.
Yeah, yes. But let me just get this straight. So you went on this trip in the Scandinavian summer, like in the middle of the summer, in like June or July.
Yes.
And in New York, it's like spring or almost summer, right?
It's summer.
Yeah, summer.
Yes.
And then you go to California, and it's always summer there, so it's always warm.
Absolutely.
But then Colorado, is that like, I can't really remember on the map, like is it on the same level as LA and New York?
Like San Francisco.
Like San Francisco?
A little bit lower, yes.
Okay, so but it was summer there as well?
Yes, absolutely.
It was summer everywhere you went?
Yes.
Okay,
it was really nice. San Francisco was the coldest, and the most annoying there was the wind. So, but they say it's always cloudy and windy in San Francisco.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So you spent the week in Colorado. What did you do there? Like, what do you do as a tourist in Colorado? I don't know much about it.
That was a beautiful place. Boulder is a very nice place. Very expensive to live, but my friend was an au pair there. Her host family left to Maine for vacation, so we could stay in their house. That was amazing, really beautiful place, and they lived in a very historical area, and houses are crazy expensive there.
Yeah.
So we stayed there. We just decided to chill out, and we were hiking a bit. We were driving around the parks, and we went to Colorado National Park.
Yeah.
So it was really nice. We could see, whatever you can see in a park, including these really cool animals. That was really nice. And we were looking for hash brownie, but we couldn't find it. Which is illegal. It's legal in Colorado.
Okay, then it's good.
Yes, then that's why I said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yes, it's legal. Actually, we were recommended to get it, but we couldn't find it. So.
But I mean, if it's legal, they should sell it in any cafe or.
Well, the thing is that
do they have special shops?
Yes, they do, but they sell it only for medical treatment or something. You need to have a prescription from. Yes.
Okay, so it's legal, but you need a prescription.
Yes,
but
exactly.
It's legal in LA too, I think.
But I think it's also the same.
But you need a prescription, but it's
everyone
legal.
can.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone. It's the same. Everyone can give you this prescription, and it's in California, in LA, there is Santa Monica Beach. There, they say that it's actually easier to get marijuana than coffee.
Yeah.
So yes. Oh no, it's Venice Beach.
Beach.
Yes, Venice Beach. Mm-hmm.
So Colorado was the last stop on the trip?
Yes, and then we got back to New York, and we stayed 3 days in New York.
It was like, where in New York did you stay?
I have an uncle there.
Kind
of an uncle. Yeah. And he owns a few blocks of apartments, so every time when I go there, I can stay in one of the... Oh, well, it's not actually an apartment. He rents. It's a place. It's kind of an apartment in the basement, and it's only mine, so I can stay there whenever I'm in New York.
And he always got space for you?
It's only for me, yes. And no one lives there when I'm here.
That's great.
I know.
We should go to New York.
I know.
And stay for free.
Yes,
but
exactly.
Is it in Manhattan or?
It's Brooklyn, but it's
Brooklyn.
2 stops from Manhattan. It's really close to. Actually, it's Greenpoint. I don't know if you've heard about this place. It's Polish neighborhood.
Okay.
And now
that sounds dangerous.
It does. Actually, I was really surprised. They even have a Polish hospitals, Polish bank. And Polish TV, Polish newspaper.
Poland town.
Yes,
Chinatown,
the biggest one right
Poland
after Chicago. In Chicago, because in United States there is I don't remember how many millions of Polish people now, but it's a lot. The biggest minority is in Chicago, and then in New York, in Greenpoint.
Yeah, but on the map, like Manhattan and Brooklyn is southeast. You just cross the Brooklyn Bridge.
No, Brooklyn Bridge. It's a lower Brooklyn, downtown Brooklyn. But
from Manhattan, which direction? Isn't it east?
No, Manhattan. Brooklyn is on the east of Manhattan.
East. Okay.
Yes, you can take Brooklyn Bridge absolutely, but then it leads you to the south of Brooklyn.
Okay, because I thought like just right off Manhattan is New Jersey.
On the west side, yes, it's New Jersey. West south, yes.
Okay. Okay, now I'm following.
But yes, so it's on the west there is Manhattan, and then on the east of Manhattan there is Brooklyn, and then Queens, and then above Queens and Manhattan there is Bronx, the Bronx actually.
Yeah, the Bronx.
The Bronx.
Yeah. So can we go to New York?
Yes. I'm looking forward.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, if you could do that, and that would be really cool.
Whenever I go there, I have apartment for free. So, and food is really cheap. It's not that cheap as it used to be in the States, but it's still cheap. It's very affordable. Yeah. So when I go there, it's just amazing. I don't need to worry about anything.
Wow, that's so cool. But I mean, do you have a kitchen in that room?
Yes, there is a. Hold on, no, there is no kitchen. It's just a room. But I have a fridge and the kettle. So that's all you need. And basically, whenever I go to New York, I never cook. The restaurants are really nice. They're like everywhere, by every corner, and it's cheap. So
I know.
It's not even worth.
Just checking.
Yes.
Like breakfast and stuff.
Yeah, then it's of course I have. I mean, the place is really cool. It's in the basement, and there is a kind of a bedroom, bathroom, and like living room or lobby or something. It's really cool. So yes, I do like it. I even have a washing machine there.
That's pretty good.
And a dryer.
Yeah, but what is this place?
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, he has 3 buildings, but what is this place? Like, why does he just own them and no one ever stays there? Or?
No, well, he rents all the apartments in that building, but in the basement, no one lives. He's not going to rent the basement, although some people do. He doesn't need to, and the standard.
But I mean, in New York, he can get a lot of money. People.
Yes, but he doesn't need that because the apartment he has are of quite a high standard. So he wants to keep it this way. But this thing in the basement, he actually didn't, my uncle, he didn't plan it. But since I started going to New York every summer, then he said, okay, Natalia, it doesn't make any sense like for you to just rent something here or there or blah, blah, blah. So he built that thing for me.
That's so nice.
I know, I just love him. And whenever I go there, he brings me breakfast almost every morning.
Wow. But how do you know him then?
He's an ex-husband of my godmother.
Okay, I understand.
Yes. And when I was 3 years old, he left to United States and never got back. But before he left, he had taken care of me as my father because in the meantime my father was working in Iraq, so I was just me and my mom.
Okay.
Yes.
So
he was like my father. Yes.
Figure.
Yes.
Wow, that's really awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. And when they got divorced with my godmother, I don't know how old I was, but I was around, 10 or something. Yeah. My aunt was really down. He was so depressed because nothing. No one actually no one expected that to turn it this way, and they really loved each other. But even though their marriage was short. He left to make some money. That was his plan, to go to New York, to United States and get back with some green bills. But then he never did it, and mainly because it's complicated to get everything legal there, visa and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So actually, I didn't remember him. When I was 3 years old, of course.
I understand.
But then when I went to New York, I asked my aunt if she wouldn't mind if I meet him, and she said no, absolutely. The thing that I'm mad at him doesn't mean that you shouldn't see him. So I looked for a contact with him, and I found him, and he was really happy to see me. We met, and it was one of the most emotional moments in my life, actually. I didn't expect that, and once I saw him, I felt this emotional bond that I couldn't understand why and where is it from. It was amazing. It was just like meeting your father after 20 years or something. Wow. It was really amazing. So, and we got along right away, and then I just couldn't understand why he's not with my aunt and why he's not my uncle. But yeah. But I'm happy that we keep in touch, and he's really keen on keeping in touch and helping me when I'm there. So that's really cool.
That's really good. I just want to. You say you can't understand why they're not together. But that's what you're gonna study for now? You're going to be a relationship
exactly. Yes, but I already
expert.
analyzed the relationship, and yes.
Yeah, so
and actually, the thing is that well, I don't want to say that thanks to me, but I kind of helped it that they talk to each other now, because before I went to New York, they had no contact. My aunt said that she would never talk to him anymore, and nothing. They didn't even call themselves. And then when I met him, also the reason why I wanted to meet him was to understand his version of this divorce.
You
because
I always
exactly, there is never one side that is blamed. So I wanted to hear his version, and then I put everything together, and I understood that.
Yeah.
So I called my mom and I explained her everything, blah blah blah, and then my mom is kind of the same like me, and then we try to encourage my aunt.
Yeah.
And after some time, yes, she decided to talk to him.
Oh, that's amazing.
So and then he was in Poland a couple of years ago, and they met.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a big success.
Well
and I'm
done,
really
Natalia.
happy.
Well done.
Thank
That's a sign you're doing the right thing here when you're studying.
You
got talent.
Yeah, and I fixed a lot of relationship of my friends.
It's good.
But besides mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah.
But that's the side effect of that.
Yeah, but I mean, I think whatever you do, it's really hard to do it for yourself, because you can't be objective when it comes to yourself.
That's true, exactly. And my friends keep on asking me, okay, Natalia, you know all this stuff, and you always give me, or most of the time, you give me good advice. But why can't you deal with your problems? And I said,
it doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't. I know these things, but it's out of my reach. I can't control it, so it's difficult. It is, yes.
So so you're going to study for a while now, or you're going to study for 2 more years?
Yes.
What is it now? It's May, so 2 more years in like 3 months. So it's going to be like hard to travel, or do you have any traveling plans at all?
This is going to be the first summer when I'm not traveling.
Yeah.
And as we were talking about sacrificing, I want to work during this summer. So when I move back to Poland, I will not have to work, so I can spend most of my time on studies and Norwegian and meditation, maybe.
Cool.
And that's why I don't want to travel and spend my money on traveling. But still, like, knowing me, I know that I would maybe September or October. Otherwise, I would go crazy. I have to go somewhere. And
so where would you like to go?
It wouldn't be
where can you go?
It wouldn't be a faraway destination, but maybe I was thinking about Turkey or Georgia.
Okay, so, just for like...
Or maybe Russia, because I was supposed to go to Moscow with you and I didn't, and I'm so jealous about that.
No, yeah.
And you just teased me, like giving me this matryoshka. So.
Yeah, I mean, obviously when, I just thought I'll give you a present. I didn't know you were gonna...
be so excited about us.
Yeah.
That was one of the coolest things I got.
Yeah, that's good. No, because we were talking about going there, and then you couldn't do it because you have the studies and everything, and I went, and obviously I bought you something.
Yes, but you could have chosen from many things, and this was the thing that I dreamed about since I was a little girl. So you really brought the best out of the best.
That's so good.
Russia.
And can you just, if anyone listening doesn't know what a matryoshka is?
It's this wooden Russian doll that holds smaller dolls inside. You just open it up, and then there is smaller one. You open it up, and then it's another smaller one, and so on.
And how many is the normal? Like 10 or 8?
I don't remember the original version. How many should it have? But no, I don't remember.
All right.
But the little one is the cutest.
Yeah, obviously.
Yes.
So, you might have to stick to Europe, you think, now for the coming 2 years, or?
No, not for 2 years, for sure. But the thing is that I'm turning 20 this year.
Really? Me too.
Exactly. So I want to do something crazy, and I was thinking about going to South America. And
With me?
exactly, with Tim. And now my biggest dilemma is how to make money for this trip and for living in Poland for half a year. So I really need to work my ass off over this summer.
Yeah, but you're quite funny because you say you're going to go to Poland for 6 months, do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you work or do something so you can travel?
The thing is, yes, I don't want to do that for the first months when I move to Poland, but I also know myself, and I think that I will find a job sooner than I expect. So
I mean, you can have a little income,
Exactly.
or you can just work enough so you don't have to use any money that you save up in Norway.
Exactly. Yes, that's possible. But the thing is that when you make money in Poland, it's not enough for anything. So
Really?
yes, you barely can pay off your bills. So.
But I mean, if you work like weekends, like
Yes, well, I will be looking for a job for sure. If I find something interesting and something that doesn't stresses me and something that I enjoy and can match my schedule, then why not? Even actually, the best would be if it's a part-time job.
okay. So yeah, you might do a short trip then soon. But
Yes.
so do you honestly think that your next big travel would be to South America with me?
I would love that, and
Yeah, but do you think it's possible? Do you think it's even possible?
well, that's my goal. Like that, I want to do anything to make it happen. So yes, that's why I want to really work over this summer and live on a low cost, live with a low budget life over this summer, and I think it's worth it. Then I can travel.
So
and
when
celebrate my 20th birthday, like our 20th birthday.
Yeah, we're both turning 20 this year.
Yay!
It's really cool.
Yay!
Like 40 together.
One more
like,
year
oh
and
my
we can,
God.
yeah, one more year and we can drink alcohol in the United States.
Yeah, exactly. It's getting close now.
I
I've been
know.
waiting for so long.
I'm excited.
Yeah. But so like which month, like when do you think you will know if you can afford this? Like if we
In
can do
August, I
this?
think.
In August.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. That's good for me because I like to plan ahead. Like I like to buy the plane tickets as quick as possible, so I will get a lot of more paychecks before we actually go.
Yes. Okay.
But you're saying South America. Do you want to go somewhere else too? Because where I want to go is to Brazil, to Rio de Janeiro for 2 weeks during the carnival.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but then it's what, January, February?
It's February.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
First week in February.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, but do you want to go there to celebrate your birthday?
No, I
first?
can't. I wish
Okay.
I could because my birthday is around Christmas, just after
Okay,
Christmas.
then you
But
can't. Okay.
but I really can't because I mean, if I have the possibility, once in my life to experience the carnival in Rio, that would be amazing. So that's
true.
why I'm waiting till February.
Oh, that's actually a good idea. So, like being there for carnival and celebrating on 20s, perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, and actually it gives me more time to save up money for that if we move it, because I was thinking to
Exactly.
I have my birthday in October, so I was thinking about traveling on my birthday so I can celebrate wherever.
Yeah, I
But
thought
then
that too.
if we can move it for February, that gives me more time to save money. Yes.
Yeah, that's good. No, because I think the carnival is like 4 days. 3, 4 or 5 days, and if you're there for 2 weeks, I mean, then you have 10 days to just chill out or travel around. Or I mean, I don't have any big plans of traveling the whole country, but I would like to see the Amazonas.
Oh, yes.
Like to go to the jungle. You can go for one or 2 days, and then just hang out in Rio. That's my goal, and do the carnival thing then. So yeah, I'm thinking about 2 weeks. I don't know.
Okay, yes, absolutely. I was even ready for 4 weeks, so.
Oh, 4 weeks.
Yes.
Wow, I don't think I'll be able to do that, but
yeah,
at
me
least
neither.
2.
Since I will have my studies and work or whatever, then 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think last summer was pretty much the last summer when I could take 2 months vacation. So
Yeah.
that was really cool, but I expecting that it will not happen any soon.
Okay. Right. Anyway, we need to wrap this up. This has so far been the longest podcast so far. So that's, I mean, we're making history. This is the first one over the 1 hour mark. So yeah.
And we actually finished not because we wanted, but
it's
been right.
I mean, I feel that way too. We could have just kept on going even further, but it was really fun, and we have to catch up on that Brazil thing next time we talk.
Okay, so see you soon, Tim.
Yeah, have a great summer.
You
Thanks
too.
for listening.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye bye.